Also, do not chimp out. Chimp out? Don't be cheap on the cord. Get a nice extra long one. You're going to need it. Now I just line this up dead center. Look at that. I cannot mess this up. You know, I keep hearing people say that the framing goes up quick. You know, yeah. Wow. Now I haven't even got my first wall up, but I can tell you this, it's gone by really quick. And a few things that I caught, and make sure that you know this too. And maybe I'm just a big dummy because I've never done this before, but I wasn't aware that I was going to have to cut my 2x4x8s. I figured that was just going to be 2x4x8s, put those up, put the bottom plate and top plate on, and you're good to go. But what happens is, when you go to put up your 4x8 sheeting, is it 4 feet by 8 sheeting on the inside, whether it be plywood or, you know, whatever, it's going to be off, and you're going to have to cut an extra 3 inches. And I guess a lot of other things will be off, like outside, on the outside when I put the panels up and things like that. So remember that the total frame should be 8 feet tall. You know, that includes the top plate and the bottom plate. And again, I'm sure a lot of people already know that. I don't know that. I didn't know. But the first wall is simple. There's no windows there. All I have to do is do 16 on center and I'm good. So I got what would be the bottom done, which I should mark that that's the bottom, by the way. And now I'm getting ready to do the top plate. So I have to climb up on the floor and do that. No sweat. Step ladder. Use your noggin. I feel so manly. Like there's the tiniest gap right now, but the time this rams in there, it's gone. Wow. The first wall's done. Can you believe it? What's been taking me so long? I got my east facing wall all framed. It's not up on the deck, of course. My thought is to get all the walls done and then put them all up at the same time. I'm going to do that mainly because if it starts to rain, I need to be able to throw them up on deck and get them covered up. My bottom plate and my top plate are now going to be exactly 8 feet. So like I did before, I'm going to measure up 3 inches and then just slice it all the way down. This time I'll get them nice and straight as I lay them down. Save me a little bit of hassle and time. Since this is the south-facing wall, I'm only going to have one small window, and that's the bathroom window, which isn't going to be until that corner down there. So all this can be just straightforward. Ah, bumped it. Damn it. More firewood. I did the same thing. I laid out my 8-foot I don't know what it's called now, I forget, but anyway, the baseboard there, and I measured 16 every 16 inches center starting over there. I want to show you, to my understanding, you don't do 16 center from here, you do it from the edge, because the board, whatever you're putting in, will go to the edge, you know. So the first 16 would be here. See what I mean? Because it'd be 16, then 32, and then see, 48 would be right here. So that makes sense, I guess. Now, since I measured from that side 16 on center all the way down, it only makes sense that I do the same on this side, starting down there. Oh. Well, as I've mentioned, the south side of the house won't have any windows, so that's the side I'm working on now, except for one small window, and that is for the bathroom. I figured at the very least, you know, I'm gonna have to open up a bathroom window for the humidity, if there is any. I have 1/3 of the south side walls done. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, here's the third. Yeah, I'm just leaving it down here until I get all the way down to the end. I'm doing sections of 8 feet now, 8 by 8. Very easy for me to handle. Then I'll get started on this one, pretty much do the same thing. But when I get to the third one over here is when I'm going to have that small window and I have to do some measurements. But everything's looking great. Guys, I am no carpenter. So, just to be very clear, I stink. But, that being said, get the right tools, it makes your life a lot easier. You get, you know, some knowledge, YouTube mostly. Someone who may know a little bit about framing can just make sure you don't make the big mistakes. Right now it's pretty simple. I don't think I'm screwing anything up. And if I do, I did miss up one. It was a little off, so I pounded that out and took the nails out. Didn't take me a minute to fix it. My next door neighbor said I could use his washroom. It's pretty far away though.